Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the first session of the course. The topic name is Introduction to Big Data and Business. We need to talk in the specific lecture module. So, Introduction to Big Data and Business. Actually, in today's business age and digital age, businesses are swimming in a sea of data, starting from customer transactions to social media interactions. Every click and every like and every purchase that generates a valuable information. Understand? But what we do with all this data, so we need to enter in big data, a term that's been buzzing around the business world for some time now. This part of the specific introduction part, we will delve into the basics of a big data and explore its implication for businesses. The first concept we need to understand about understanding a big data and its implications. First, we have to talk about some of the definitions and the characteristics of a big data. Big data actually refers to the vast amount of structured and unstructured data that inundates to businesses on a daily basis. So this data is characterized by its volume, velocity, and variety. It's often referred to as the three V's of big data. That is three V's. That is volume, velocity, and variety. V. That is three V. According to the volume, we can say the sheer amount of data that's being generated is immense. From a website traffic to sensor readings, businesses are collecting petabytes of data every day. Understand? Second will be on a velocity. So data is streaming in at an unprecedented speed. So real-time analytics, it allows businesses to process and analyze data as it's a generator. It's enabling quick decision making, we can say here. The third will be a variety. So big data comes in many forms, text, images, videos, social media posts, and much more. And it's not just numbers and spreadsheets, it's a diverse range of information sources. Some of the importance of big data in business we need to talk. Actually, the rise of big data has transformed the way businesses operate across industries. Yes, why it's so crucial, starting from the data-driven decision making. Actually, big data provides a valuable insights into the customer behavior, market trends, and operational efficiency. By analyzing large data sets, businesses they can make informed decisions that drive a growth and innovation. Second is an improved customer experience. This point also is a very important level nowadays. So actually understanding a customer preferences and behavior is very important key to delivering personalized experiences. That's why the big data analytics, it helps businesses identify the patterns and trends. It's enabling them to tailor products and services to meet a customer needs effectively. The third point, that is enhanced operational efficiency, starting from supply chain management to predictive maintenance. Big data analytics, it optimizes various aspects of business operations. By analyzing a data in real time, businesses they can identify the bottlenecks, streamline processes, and improve overall efficiency, we can say. The fourth will be on a competitive advantage. In today's competitive landscape, businesses that leverage big data effectively, it's gain a significant edge. But by harnessing the power of data analytics, companies can identify the market opportunities, mitigate risk, and stay out of the competition too. So in conclusion, we can say big data is not just a buzzword, it's a game changer for businesses worldwide. By harnessing the power of big data analytics, organizations they can unlock valuable insights, drive innovation, and stay in an increasingly data-driven world. Okay, we need to stay tuned for our next upcoming lecture part, and where we will delve deeper into the tools and technologies it's empowering the big data revolution. Okay, the next part is navigating the vast seas of big data. That's technologies and the tools demystified. We need to talk some of the levels and points. First, we have to understand about the concept. In the modern digital landscape, data is the new currency. As I told you, every click, a swipe, and interaction generates a delay of information and shaping the way businesses operate, governments make decisions, and individuals navigate their daily lives. However, we can say this exponential growth in data comes with its own set of challenges. Understand? How do we store, process, and how do we analyze this connection of information efficiently and effectively? The answer lies in the realm of big data is the technologies and tools. So first we have to talk about the overview of a big data technology, starting from Hadoop. This is a important first software and a package. At the forefront of big data revolution stands Apache Hadoop. An open source framework. It's designed to store and process large data sets across the distributed computing clusters. At its core, we can say Hadoop it consists of two main components, that is Hadoop distributed file systems for storage and the MapRedis programming model for processing. And Hadoop's distributed nature, it enables it to scale horizontally, handling petabytes of data with ease mode. It's a fault-tolerant architectures, and it ensures data integrity even in the face of hardware failures. That's making it a cornerstone of a big data infrastructure. Second is a Spark software. Spark package, while Hadoop paved the way for distributed computing, so Apache Spark it's emerged as its agile successor. It's offering a lightning fast processing speeds and a more versatile programming model. It's built around the concept of resilient distributed data sets. And Spark it allows for in-memory computation, significantly reducing a disk. It's a IBAR overhead and boosting performance, everything. Moreover, Spark's rich set of libraries, including a Spark SQL, a M library, and a GraphX. So it's catered to a wide range of use cases, starting from batch processing to machine learning and graph analytics instead. So one of the introduction to data analytics tools, we need to talk about the two software, that is a Python and R. Actually, in the realm of data analytics, the concept like a Python has emerged as the disputed champion, we can say. So we need to thank to the process of its simplicity, versatility, and vibrant ecosystems of libraries. From data wrangling and visualization to statistical analysis and machine learning, Python it offers a plethora of tools and frameworks, including NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and scikit-learn. Actually, it's an intuitive syntax and extensive. This documentation make it accessible to both novice programmers and seasoned data scientists alike. It's driving a widespread adoption across industries, we can say now. Second will be an R. It's another data analytic tool. While Python reigns supreme in the generative purpose programming domain, R actually it signs as a specialized language that's tailored specifically for statistical analysis and data visualization. With its a comprehensive collection of packages such as like dplyr, ggplot2, and caret. So or it empowers statisticians and data analysis to explore complex data sets and derive meaningful insights with ease. Its interactive environment and robust plotting capabilities that make it a favorite among researchers and academics, particularly in fields like bioinformatics and social sciences, we can say now. Understand? So in a conclusion, we can say the landscape of big data technologies and tools is vast and ever evolving, starting from foundational frameworks like Hadoop to cutting edge platforms like Spark, and from versatile languages like Python to specialized environments like R. So the responsibilities are endless. Understand? By leveraging these tools effectively, organizations and businesses they can unlock the full potential of their data sets. It's driving innovation and gaining a competitive edge in the digital age, my students. So just to dive in and explore and harness the power of big data to navigate the seas of tomorrow with the confidence and the clarity, my students. Understand? The next part of the slide, we need to talk about the navigating ethical considerations and the privacy concerns in a big data utilization. We need to talk up to the two important levels. So in the era of big data, where information is a currency and insights are very gold, so ethical considerations and privacy concerns have come to the forefront for discussion surrounding a data utilization. As businesses and organizations harness the power of big data to drive a decision making and innovation, it is imperative to navigate the landscape with a keen awareness of ethical frameworks and privacy regulations. The first point we need to talk about the ethical frameworks in a big data utilization. Ethical frameworks provide a guiding light for organizations seeking to leverage big data responsibly. And these frameworks serve as moral compasses, and it's helping to ensure that data-driven initiatives prioritize the well-being of individuals and society as a whole. So one prominent ethical framework is the principle of beneficence, which emphasizes the importance of maximizing benefits while minimizing harm. In the context of big data, this means striving to extract valuable insights while safeguarding the privacy and insights and rights of individuals. And another crucial ethical principle is respect for autonomy, which underscores the importance of allowing individuals to make informed choices about the use of their data. So transparency and the consent, these are very important key components of this principle, and it's ensuring that individuals understand how their data will be utilized and have the opportunity to opt out if decide. And furthermore, we can say the principle of justice highlights the need for fairness and equity in the distribution of benefits and risk that are associated with the big data utilization, we can say now. This involves addressing issues of bias and discrimination to ensure that the data-driven decisions do not perpetuate or exacerbate existing inequalities. Second important point, we need to talk about the privacy regulations and the compliance. We need to talk some other discussions, then we'll go for a conclusion more in the specific introduction level. In addition to ethical considerations of privacy regulations, it will play a pivotal role in governing the collection, storage, and use of personal data. Because these regulations vary by jurisdiction, but share common objectives of protecting individuals' privacy rights and fostering a trust in data-driven technologies. The concept, like one of the most significant privacy regulations in recent years in the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, that is GDPR. It's enforced in 2018. The GDPR, it imposes strict requirements on organizations that handling the personal data of EU residents, including obtaining explicit consent for data processing, implementing robust data security measures, and providing individuals with the rights such as the right to access and erasure of their data. So similarly, another will be on CCPA, that is the California Consumer Privacy Act. It represents the landmark privacy law in the United States, granting a California resident certain rights over their personal information and imposing obligations on businesses to disclose their data practices and provide opt-out mechanisms here. So actually, compliance with these regulations is not only a legal requirement, my dear students, but also a very crucial aspect of building a trust with the customers and stakeholders. So organizations that demonstrate a commitment to protecting privacy rights and complying with applicable regulations are better positioned to foster long-term relationships and mitigate the risk of reputational damage. So in a conclusion, we can say ethical considerations and privacy concerns are integral aspects of navigating the complex terrain of big data utilization. By adhering to ethical frameworks, respecting individuals' autonomy, and complying with the privacy regulations, organizations, they can harness the power of big data responsibly while upholding the rights and the dignity of individuals. Ultimately, we can say the pursuit of ethical data practices not only promotes a trust and transparency, dear students, but it also paves the way for a more equitable and inclusive digital future we can create. Understand? Okay, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed the introduction part of the topic of introduction to big data and business. Thank you once again, and thank you all, my dear students. Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the second session of the course. The topic name is Big Data Applications in Human Resources. We need to talk in this specific lecture part. So analyzing big data, that is revolutionizing human resources, we need to talk in this specific lecture module. So actually, in the dynamic landscape of human resources, staying out of it often means embracing innovation. One such innovation that has reshaped the HR landscape is big data. By harnessing the power of vast data sets, HR professionals are now able to make informed decisions, streamline processes, and drive organizational success like never before. As part of the lecture and slide, we will explore how big data applications are transforming HR with a focus on workforce planning. We need to talk now. The first point, we need to talk about the workforce planning with the big data. Okay. So workforce planning is the cornerstone of a strategic HR management, and it involves analyzing current and future workforce needs to ensure that an organization has the right talent in the right place at the right time. Traditionally, we can say this process relied heavily on historical data and educated guesswork. However, big data has revolutionized workforce planning by providing HR professionals with unprecedented insights into their organization's talent ecosystem. The first point, we need to talk about the another level of forecasting future workforce needs. Big data analytics, it enables HR teams to forecast a future workforce that needs with a level of accuracy previously unimaginable. By analyzing historical trends, market dynamics, demographic shifts, and other relevant factors, HR professionals, they can anticipate changes in staffing requirements and proactively adjust their recruitment and retention strategies. For example, we can say retail companies, they can use a big data to predict a seasonal spikes in demand and hire temporary staff accordingly. It ensuring optimal resource allocation and customer satisfaction too. Second point, that is analyzing skill gaps and talent availability. Identifying and addressing skill gaps is a connection challenge for HR departments. So big data analytics, it offers a powerful solution by enabling organizations to comprehensively analyze their talent pool, skill sets, and identify areas where additional training or recruitment that may be needed here. So by leveraging internal data such as performance reviews and training records, it's alongside external data resources like job market trends and industry benchmarks too. So HR professionals, they can develop targeted interventions to bridge the skills gaps and cultivate a more competitive workforce, we can say now. Moreover, big data, it allows organizations to gain insights into talent availability both within and outside the organization. By analyzing data from social media, job boards, and the professional networking websites, that is Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, different type of sites are available in Google industry. As well as HR teams, they can identify the potential candidates with the right skills and experience even before they actively start looking for new opportunities here. So this very important proactive approach not only expedites the recruitment process, but also enables organizations to stay ahead of their competitors in the connection for talent. So in a conclusion, we can say big data is revolutionizing workforce planning in HR by providing unparalleled insights into future workforce needs, skill gaps, and talent availability. By leveraging the power of data analytics, organizations, they can make more informed decisions, optimize resource allocation, and ultimately drive a sustainable growth now. So as the HR landscape continues to evolve, embracing big data, that will be very essential for organizations seeking to thrive in an increasingly competitive marketplace. Understand? The next slide, we need to talk about the harnessing big data that's revolutionizing talent acquisition in HR. We need to talk now. Actually, in today's fast-paced digital landscape, human resources departments are undergoing a significant transformation that's largely fueled by the power of big data. With the advent of sophisticated analytics tools and technologies, HR professionals, they are now equipped with the means to optimize the talent acquisition strategies like never before. So this part of the slide, we delve into two crucial aspects of leveraging big data in HR, that is candidate sourcing and recruitment process enhancements. Okay. The first is we need to discuss about the leveraging data for candidate sourcing. Gone are all the days of relying solely on a traditional recruitment methods such as job postings and referrals with the vast amount of data available online. So HR departments, they can now tap into the trusted trove of information to identify and attract the top talent. So big data analytics, it enables HR professionals to starting from the identify the passive candidates. It's the first and important level. By analyzing data from a professional networking websites, social media platforms, and other online resources, as I told, HR teams, they can identify the passive candidates who may not be actively seeking employment but possess the skills and experience they are looking for. Second is the predictive analytics. So utilizing predictive analytics, HR, they can forecast future hiring needs. It's based on historical data, market trends, and business projections. This proactive approach, it allows organizations to build a pipeline of qualified candidates and ensuring they are well prepared to meet future staffing requirements. Third is a targeted outreach. So big data, it enables HR to personalize recruitment efforts by tailoring outreach campaigns to specific candidate demographics, preferences, and behaviors. This very important targeted approach increases the likelihood of attracting the right candidates for the job. So by leveraging data for candidate sourcing, HR departments, they can streamline the recruitment process, reduce time to hire, and ensure a higher quality of hire. Okay. Second point, we need to talk about the improving recruitment processes with analytics. So in addition to sourcing candidates more effectively, big data analytics can also enhance various aspects of the recruitment process itself. That's making it more efficient, data driven, and ultimately we can say more successful. Okay, some ways in which HR can leverage analytics to improve our recruitment process. We need to talk up to the first level. It will be on resume screening automation. Actually, manual resume screening that can be time consuming and prone to bias. With the help of machine learning algorithms, HR can automate the initial screening processes that's quickly identifying candidates who meet the required qualifications and criteria. Second is a performance prediction. So by analyzing historical data on employee performance, HR they can identify the patterns and correlations that's between a certain attributes or behaviors and on the job success. This insight can inform hiring decisions and improve the accuracy of a candidate evaluations. The third point, that is optimizing job descriptions. Big data analytics, it can provide a valuable insights into which job descriptions are most effective in attracting qualified candidates. By analyzing metrics such as click-through rates and application conversion rates, HR they can refine a job postings to better resonate with the target audiences. And fourth is a candidate experience enhancement. So analyzing data on candidate interactions and feedback throughout the recruitment process, and it can help HR identify the pain points and the areas for improvement. By optimizing the candidate experience, organizations they can enhance their employer brand and attract the top talent now. So in a nutshell, we can say the integration of a big data analytics into talent acquisition strategies, it has the potential to revolutionize HR practices. It's enabling organizations to identify, attract, and retain a top talent more effectively than ever before. And so by harnessing the power of data, HR professionals they can make a more informed decisions, streamline processes, and ultimately drive a business success, my dear students. So stay tuned for more insights on upcoming slides and lecture part, and how big data is reshaping the future of HR we can talk now. Okay, the next slide we need to discuss about the unlocking human potential. What are the big data applications in HR we need to talk now? In the dynamic landscape for human resources, where the heartbeat of an organization resides, the integration of a big data has emerged as a transformative force. From recruitment to talent management, big data is reshaping every facet of HR operations. So in this part of the lecture, we delve into two crucial aspects of HR, that is performance management and employee engagement, and explore how big data is revolutionizing these domains. The first point, we need to talk about the utilizing data for a performance evaluation. Traditionally, performance evaluations in organizations that have been subjective, prone to bias, and lacking in real-time insights. However, we can say with the advent of big data analytics, HR departments now have access to a wealth of data that can provide objective metrics for a performance evaluation. So by harnessing data from various sources such as employee productivity software, customer feedback, and even wearable devices in some cases, so HR professionals they can gain a comprehensive understanding of an employee's performance. For instance, data analytics that process can track the key performance indicators such as sales figures, project completion rates, and the customer satisfaction scores, everything. These insights enable HR managers to assess an employee's contributions accurately and fairly. Moreover, predictive analytics can forecast the future performance. It's based on historical data patterns. It's allowing organizations to identify and address performance issues proactively. Understand? So by leveraging advanced analytic techniques like machine learning algorithms, HR departments can predict the potential performance bottlenecks and take a preemptive measures to optimize productivity. So in essence, we can say the integration of a big data analytics in performance management, it facilitates data-driven decision making. It's leading to more objective, transparent, and effective evaluation processes. Second point, that is enhancing employee engagement through insights. Employee engagement is the cornerstone of our organizational success, influencing productivity, retention rates, and overall company culture. However, fostering and maintaining high levels of employee engagement, that can be a daunting task for HR professionals, especially in today's remote or hybrid work environments. So big data analytics, it offers a powerful solution to this challenge by providing insights into employee behavior, preferences, and sentiments. And employee engagement surveys, pulse checks, and sentiment analysis tools that generate a vast amounts of data that can be analyzed to uncover valuable insights, we can say. So by analyzing engagement data, HR teams they can identify the trends, patterns, and areas of concerns that's regarding employee satisfaction and motivation. And for instance, analytics, it may reveal that certain teams or departments have a lower engagement levels, prompting targeted interventions such as training programs, mentorship initiatives, or changes in management practices too. Furthermore, sentiment analysis of employee feedback whether through performance reviews, social media channels, or internal communication platforms. So these all the process can provide invaluable insights into employee perception of organizational culture, leadership effectiveness, and work-life balance. Armed with this information, HR leaders they can implement strategies to address pain points, boost morale, and cultivate a positive work environment we can create. So in conclusion, we can say big data analytics is revolutionizing performance management and employee engagement in HR. By harnessing the power of data-driven insights, organizations they can optimize the performance evaluation processes, it foster a culture of transparency and accountability, and cultivate engaged and motivated employees who are empowered to realize their full potential. So stay tuned for more insights on how technology is reshaping the future of HR. We can talk upcoming lecture part. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed this another session of the topic of big data applications in human resources. Thank you once again, and thank you all my dear students. Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the third session of the course. The topic name is Case Studies in Big Data for Human Resource Department, that is HR. We need to talk in the specific lecture part. So unlocking the power of big data in HR, that is workforce planning case studies. We need to discuss some other levels and discuss in the specific lecture mode. As I told on a previous lecture, in the realm of human resources, the integration of big data analytics as a connection in a new era of strategic decision making. By harnessing the vast amounts of data available, HR departments they can gain valuable insights into employee behavior, organizational trends, and talent management strategies. So in this part of the lecture, we delve into the compelling case study that exemplifies the transformative impact of a big data analytics on workforce planning within a larger corporations. The first point we need to discuss about the case study one, that is workforce planning in large corporations. Analyzing case studies to successful workforce planning initiatives, we need to discuss in some of the levels and points now. Large corporations operate within a dynamic environments where workforce planning is a paramount to sustain a growth and a competitiveness. Traditionally, we can say HR departments they relied on a historical data and intuition to make staffing decisions. However, the advent of a big data analytics it has revolutionized this approach, and it's enabling organizations to make a data-driven decisions with a greater accuracy and foresight. Okay, let's examine a notable case study where a Fortune 500 company that's leveraged big data analytics to optimize its workforce planning processes. Actually, the company is facing challenges that's related to talent retention and succession planning. For example, that's embarked on a journey to harness the power of its vast employee data. So, by integrating data from various sources such as performance reviews, training records, and employee surveys, the HR team gained a holistic view of the workforce landscape. So through advanced analytics techniques such as predictive modeling and machine learning algorithms, the company identifies some of the key factors that's influencing employee turnover and performance. By uncovering patterns and correlations within the data, we can say HR could practically address issues such as skill gaps, employee burnout, and flight risk. Moreover, we can say the company utilized predictive analytics to forecast the future talent needs that's based on projected business growth and industry trends. This proactive approach it's enabled HR to develop targeted recruitment strategies that's invest in employee development programs and allocate resources effectively. We can focus more. So, what about the lessons learned and best practices from these process of case study? The success of the workforce planning that initiatives offer valuable insights and best practices for other large corporations are seeking to leverage big data in HR. So some other points we can concentrate, starting from the data integration is the first and important level. Centralizing and integrating data from multiple sources is very essential for gaining a comprehensive understanding of the workforce dynamics. Second will be on a predictive analytics. So embrace the predictive analytics to forecast future talent needs and practically address HR challenges before they escalate. The third will be on a continuous improvement. So implement a culture of continuous improvement by regularly evaluating and refining workforce planning strategies that based on a data insights. It's very important to understand. The fourth will be on a cross-functional collaboration. So foster collaboration that's between a HR, IT, and business stakeholders to ensure alignment that's between a workforce planning initiatives and organizational goals now. Finally, will be an ethical considerations. So prioritize data privacy and ethical use of employee data, ensuring compliance with the relevant regulations and safeguarding employee trust we can create. So in a nutshell, we can say actually the case study it exemplifies the transformative potential of a big data analytics in HR, particularly in the domain of workforce planning. By harnessing data-driven insights, organizations they can optimize their talent management strategies, drive operational efficiency, and gain a competitive edge in today's dynamic business landscape we can create. As more companies recognize the strategic value of big data and HR, the journey towards a data-driven HR excellence continues to evolve. It's promising exciting opportunities for innovation and the growth we can get and we can create, my dear students. Okay, the next part we need to talk about the unveiling the power of big data and HR. We need to talk some other case studies in talent acquisition transformation. Actually, in the ever-evolving landscape of human resources, the integration of a big data has revolutionized traditional practices. Particularly, we can say in talent acquisition, that's leveraging an advanced analytics and data-driven insights and data-driven strategies. Organizations and businesses they can now identify, attract, and retain a top talent more effectively than ever before. Okay, let's delve into a compelling case study showcasing the transformative impact of big data and talent acquisition. Okay, we need to talk some other case study part 2, that is a talent acquisition transformation we need to discuss now. So what are the real world examples of innovative talent acquisition strategy we have to concentrate? In our case studies, we can say some example. We explore a multinational corporation that's grappling with the challenges of attracting high caliber talent in a fiercely competitive market. So traditional recruitment methods that's yielded inconsistent results. It's leading the HR team to seek innovative solutions. So embracing a big data analytics, the organization they embarked on a comprehensive talent acquisition transformation by mining a vast data sets from various resources, including a social media platform, like through Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, some of the job boards, that is Monster, Naukri, and various number of job boards are available, as well as an internal performance metrics. They gained a profound insights into candidate preferences, skills, and behavior patterns. So utilizing a predictive analytics, the HR team identify the potential candidates proactively rather than reactively waiting for applications there. By analyzing historical hiring data and correlating it with employee performance metrics, they developed predictive models to forecast candidate success and the cultural fit accurately. And furthermore, we can say the organization employed natural language processing techniques, that is NLP, to analyze the candidate resumes and the social media profiles, that's extracting valuable information beyond a conventional qualification. This enabled them to identify candidates with the right soft skills and a cultural alignment. It's facilitating a better hiring decisions we can create. So what of the evaluating the impact of data-driven approaches? Actually, the implementation of data-driven talent acquisition strategies that's yielded remarkable results for the organization. So we need to talk up to the four important levels and points. The first will be an enhanced candidate experience. By leveraging big data analytics, the organization personalized the recruitment experience. It's aligning a job recommendation and communication channels with the candidate preferences. And this resulted in higher candidate satisfaction and engagement throughout the hiring process. Second will be a reduced time to hire. So through predictive analytics and automation, the HR team streamlined the recruitment process, that's significantly reducing a time to hire metrics. And by proactively identifying and engaging with the candidates, they minimized the delays and optimized the resource allocation. It's leading to faster decision making. Okay. The third will be an improved quality of hire. So by leveraging advanced analytics to access candidate suitability and the cultural fit, the organization achieved a higher quality hires, and the predictive models that accurately identify candidates with the potential for long-term success within the organization. It's resulting in reduced turnover and increased employee return rates we can create. Understand? Okay, the final fourth point, that is a cost savings. So the data-driven approach that enabled the organization to optimize recruitment budgets by allocating resources more efficiently. By focusing efforts on channels and candidates with the highest likelihood of resources and success, and they minimized unnecessary expenditure while maximizing return on investment, that is ROI. So in a conclusion, we can say the case study highlights the transformative impact of big data in talent acquisition. By embracing innovative strategies and leveraging advanced analytics, organizations can overcome recruitment challenges, attract the top talent, and gain a competitive edge in the market. As the HR landscape continues to evolve, harnessing the power of big data that will be very essential for driving success in talent acquisition and beyond. Okay, the next slide we need to discuss about the unlocking performance management potential, that is case studies in big data for HR. We need to talk some of the levels and points now. And in the ever-evolving landscape of human resources, the integration of a big data has revolutionized the traditional practices, starting from recruitment to talent management. Organizations are harnessing the power of data analytics to make informed decisions and to drive impactful strategies. Actually, one area where this information and this transformation is particularly evident is in performance management, we can say here. This part of the slide, we delve into the case study 3, that is performance management optimization, and we will explore some of the companies who have leveraged big data to enhance their performance management processes, that identify some of the key metrics and uncover success factors. Okay, the first is examining companies that have enhanced performance management through big data. We have to talk about first case study will be on Google. Google, that's renowned for its innovative approach to HR practices, and it utilizes big data extensively in its performance management system through its project codenamed that is Project Oxygen. So Google analyzed vast amounts of internal data to identify what makes a great manager. By examining factors such as like feedback, performance reviews, and employee surveys, Google was able to distill key characteristics of effective leadership, we can say. As well as Google's approach that highlights the importance of data-driven insights in understanding and optimizing performance management practices by leveraging big data. So Google not only improved managerial effectiveness, but also it fostered a culture of continuous feedback and development, we can say. Second case study, that is General Electric. The shortcut is a GE. The company General Electric is another example of a company that has embraced a big data in performance management. So General Electric's performance development review process that's underwent a significant overhaul with the integration of data analytics by collecting and analyzing a performance data from various resources, including project outcomes, customer feedback, and peer reviews. General Electric the company gained a holistic view of employee performance. So through its data-driven approach, General Electric was able to identify high-performing individuals and teams, as well as areas for improvement. And moreover, General Electric, that is GE company, they leveraged predictive analytics to anticipate future performance trends, that's enabling proactive achievements and interventions to support employee development and organizational success now. So what are the identifying key metrics and success factors from these type of case studies? Actually, while each organization's approach to performance management may vary, the certain key metrics and success factors that emerge from these case studies, starting from the quality of feedback. Both the Google and General Electric company, they emphasizes the importance of timely, constructive feedback in driving performance improvement. By leveraging big data to analyze some feedback mechanisms, organizations they can ensure that feedback is meaningful, actionable, and aligned with the strategic objectives. Second is data integration. So successful performance management, it relies on the integration of diverse data sources, including employee performance metrics, customer feedback, and operational data. So companies like Google and General Electric, they demonstrate the value of aggregating and analyzing disparate data sets to gain a comprehensive insights into employee performance. According to the predictive analytics, that is a third point, because the use of predictive analytics, it allows organizations to anticipate future performance trends and proactively address potential challenges. By leveraging historical data and advanced analytics techniques, companies they can identify the patterns and the correlations that inform strategic decision making and resource allocation. The fourth and final point, that is continuous learning and development. Performance management that should not be viewed as a one-time event, but rather than as an ongoing process of learning and development, we can say. That's why the Google's emphasize on a continuous feedback, and General Electric companies focus on a proactive interventions and underscore the importance of fostering a culture of learning and growth within the organization here. So in a final conclusion, we can say the integration of a big data has transformed the performance management into a strategic imperative for organizations seeking to optimize employee performance and drive organizational success now. So by streamlining case studies such as like a Google and General Electric company, HR professionals can glean valuable insights on the best practices for leveraging big data and performance management. Starting from enhancing feedback mechanisms to harnessing predictive analytics, the possibilities are endless for organizations, and it's willing to embrace the data-driven approaches to performance management by the students. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed the another session of the topic of case studies in a big data for HR. Thank you once again, and thank you all, my dear students. Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the another session. The topic name is Big Data Applications in Finance. We need to talk in the specific lecture module. So exploring big data applications in finance, that is risk assessment and management, we need to talk in this specific lecture module. So in the fast-paced world of finance, staying out of the risk is very crucial more because traditional methods of risk assessment and management, it often falls short in addressing the complexities of today's financial landscape. However, with the advent of big data technology, financial institutions now have a powerful tool at their disposal to better understand, assess, and mitigate risk. So in this part of the lecture, we delve into the how big data applications are revolutionizing risk assessment and management in finance. Okay, the first point we need to talk about the predictive analytics for risk identification. Predictive analytics, a subset of big data technology, we can say, and it enables financial institutions to forecast the future trends and behaviors that's based on historical data by analyzing vast amounts of structured and unstructured data, that's including market trends, customer behavior, economic indicators, and geopolitical events. Predictive analytics algorithms can identify the potential risk before they materialize. Understand? As well as, one of the key advantages of predictive analytics is its ability to uncover hidden patterns and correlations that the traditional risk assessment methods may overlook. For example, we can say machine learning algorithms process that can detect early warning signs of market volatility, credit default, or fraudulent activities by analyzing historical transactions data and identifying anomalous patterns here. So by leveraging predictive analytics, financial institutions, they can enhance their risk assessment capabilities and proactive risk measures and take measures to mitigate potential threats now. This proactive approach not only helps in minimizing losses, but also provides a competitive edge by enabling faster and more informed decision making we can take. Second point, we need to talk about the implementing risk mitigation strategies. According to the level, identifying risk is only half the battle, and effective risk management, it requires implementing strategies to mitigate this risk. So big data applications, it offer a wide range of tools and techniques to support risk mitigation efforts in finance. For instance, real-time data analytics platforms and algorithms, it can continuously monitor the market conditions, customer transactions, and external events to identify emerging risks as they unfold. And by detecting anomalies or deviations from expected patterns in real time, finance institutions, they can take immediate actions to mitigate potential losses or exposure. Furthermore, big data technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning, it enables the development of sophisticated risk models that can adapt and evolve in response to changing market dynamics. Understand? And these models can incorporate a diverse range of data sources and variables to provide a more accurate risk assessments, and it enables dynamic risk assessment strategies and risk management strategies too. And in addition to real-time monitoring and adaptive risk modeling, big data applications, it also facilitates scenario analysis and stress testing. It's allowing financial institutions to assess the potential impact of various risk scenarios and develop the contingency plans accordingly. So in a conclusion, we can say big data applications are transforming the way finance institutions assess and manage risk. By harnessing the power of predictive analytics, real-time monitoring, and advanced risk modeling techniques, organizations can gain a deeper insights into potential risk that's enhanced decision-making capabilities and a proactive in mitigating threats, everything. As the financial landscape continues to evolve, leveraging big data technologies, that will be essential for staying out of risk and maintaining a competitive edge in the industry. Okay, the next part will be on revolutionizing finance. What are the big data's impact on our customer segmentation and the targeting we need to talk now. And in the ever-evolving landscape of finance, where precision and personalization are paramount, the advent of big data has emerged as a game changer. And one of the most profound applications of big data in finance, it lies in customer segmentation and targeting. So by harnessing vast pools of data, financial institutions they can now develop a deep into customer behavior, preferences and needs. It's enabling them to tailor their services and marketing strategies with unprecedented accuracy and effectiveness. Okay, the first point we need to talk about the utilizing data to identify the customer segments. Traditionally, we can say financial institutions they relied on a broad demographic categories for customer segmentation. However, such categorizations it often overlook the nuanced differences that's within a demographic groups. And big data analytics that's fueled by technologies like machine learning and artificial intelligence, it enables institutions to move beyond demographics and identify the more meaningful customer segments that's based on investor behavior, consumer behavior, and customer transaction history, social media activity, and other relevant data points we can say now. So by analyzing vast data sets, finance institutions they can uncover hidden patterns and correlations that elude traditional methods. For example, we can say a bank might identify a segment of customers who frequently travel overseas and prefer mobile banking solutions. So armed with this insight, the bank they can tailor its offerings such as like introducing travel-friendly mobile banking features or offering a travel insurance discounts to cater to the specific segment's needs. Second point, we need to talk about the personalized marketing and service offerings. Are all the days of one size fits all marketing campaigns in finance. So big data it empowers institutions to personalize their marketing messages and service offerings to individual customers or micro segments with remarkable precision. Through advanced analytics, we can say financial institutions they can create a personalized accommodations, offers, and incentives that's tailored to each customer's preferences and a life stage. For instance, a wealth management firm that might use a big data to analyze a client's investment history, risk tolerance, and financial goals to offer a personalized investment strategies. Similarly, a credit card issuer, they can leverage the transactional data to provide a targeted rewards and perks that align with the customer's spending habits. Moreover, big data it facilitates real-time personalization. It's allowing institutions to adapt their offerings dynamically. It's based on evolving customer behavior and market trends, we can say. So by harnessing streaming data and predictive analytics, banks they can deliver hyper-targeted messages and offers precisely when customers are most receptive. That's maximizing engagement and conversion rates. So in the conclusion, we can say the realm of finance where competition is fierce and the customer expectations are soaring. It's leveraging big data for customer segmentation and targeting is no longer a luxury but a necessity. By harnessing the power of data analytics, financial institutions they can gain invaluable insights into customer behavior, preferences, and needs that's enabling them to deliver personalized experiences that drive a customer satisfaction, loyalty, and ultimately we can say it's a business success too. So as technology continues to advance and the data sets grow ever larger, the potential for big data to revolutionize the customer segmentation and targeting in finance is boundless. So those institutions that embrace this paradigm shift and invest in cutting-edge analytics, that's capabilities will undoubtedly emerge as leaders in the digital era of finance. It's reshaping the industry landscape and redefining the way we interact with the financial services there. Okay, the next part we need to talk about the unveiling the power of big data that's transforming a fraud detection and prevention in finance mode. So in today's digital age, we can say the financial sector that stands at the forefront of harnessing the immense potential of big data to tackle one of its most pervasive challenges, that is fraud. And with the exponential growth of data volumes and the evolution of sophisticated fraudulent techniques, traditional methods of fraud detection and prevention that have become increasingly inadequate. However, we need to thanks to advancements in technology and the emergence of big data analytics, financial institutions now have a powerful tools at their disposal to combat fraudulent activities effectively. So some of the techniques for detecting fraudulent activities we need to talk. Okay, the first is the sheer volume, velocity, and variety of data generated within financial systems. It provides a treasure trove of information that can be leveraged to detect fraudulent activities. And big data analytics, it enables financial institutions to shift through the vast amounts of structured and unstructured data in real time, uncovering patterns, anomalies, and correlations that indicative of a fraudulent behavior. So first point, we need to talk about the machine learning algorithms. Machine learning algorithms, they play a pivotal role in fraud detection by analyzing historical transaction data to identify patterns that are associated with the fraudulent activities. Techniques such as supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and anomaly detection algorithms, these are the process are employed to flag a suspicious transactions or behavior. Second is a predictive analytics. So predictive analytics, it leverages historical data to forecast the future events, including potential instances of fraud by analyzing various data points such as a transaction history, customer behavior, and market trends. Predictive models that process can identify the potential fraud risk before they materialize. Third will be a behavioral analysis. So behavioral analytics, it focuses on understanding and profiling user behavior to detect deviations from normal patterns. By establishing baseline behavior for individual users or entities, finance institutions, they can identify anomalies that's indicative of a fraudulent activity such as unusual spending patterns or access from unfamiliar locations too. Fourth and final will be on graph analytics. So graph analytics, it helps uncover complex relationships and networks among entities that's involved in fraudulent activities. By mapping connections it's between individuals, accounts, and the transactions. Graph analysis, it can unveil sophisticated fraud schemes that may otherwise go undetected more. So what are the implementing fraud prevention methods with the data analytics? We need to talk some other levels, then we'll go for a conclusion mode. Detecting fraudulent activities is only one aspect of combating financial fraud, and equally important is the implementation of proactive measures to prevent a fraud before it occurs. So big data analytics, it empowers the finance institutions to strengthen their fraud prevention strategies through advanced risk assessment, real-time monitoring, and enhanced security measures. So some other point we need to talk, starting from the real-time monitoring. So real-time monitoring systems continuously analyze transactional data streams, flagging suspicious activities by they occur by leveraging big data analysis and technologies such as stream processing and complex event processing. The short code is CEP. And finance institutions, they can detect and respond to fraudulent activities in real time, that is in near real time. It's minimizing potential losses. Second is risk scoring and assessment they are doing, and big data analytics, it enables the development of sophisticated risk scoring models that assess the likelihood of a fraudulent behavior it's associated with individual transactions or customers. By assessing risk scores that's based on various factors such as a transaction amount, frequency, and historical behavior, finance institutions, they can prioritize and escalate high risk activities for the further investigation. The third and final will be an adaptive security controls. So big data analytics, it can enhance the security measures by implementing adaptive controls that dynamically adjust based on evolving threats and patterns of fraudulent behavior. As well as machine learning algorithms can continuously learn from new data to adapt to security protocols, improving their effectiveness in thwarting fraud attempts here. The fourth will be on collaborative intelligence, we can say. It's also very important. And collaboration among finance institutions and regulatory bodies are very close in combating fraud on a broader scale. And big data analytics, it facilitates the sharing of intelligence and insights across organizations. It's enabling efforts, that is collective efforts, to identify and mitigate emerging fraud trends and threats now. So in a conclusion, we can say big data analytics has revolutionized the fraud detection and prevention in the financial sector. It's enabling institutions to stay out of increasingly sophisticated fraudulent activities. By leveraging advanced techniques and technologies, finance institutions, they cannot only detect and mitigate fraud, but also proactively strengthen their defenses against the future threats. So as the volume and the complexity of financial data continue to grow, the role of big data in combating fraud, that will only become more indispensable. It's ensuring the integrity and the security of financial systems worldwide. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed another session of the topic of big data applications in finance. Thank you once again, and thank you all, my dear students. Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the another session. The topic name is case studies and big data for finance. We need to talk in this specific lecture model. So leveraging big data that's transforming risk management in the banking sector. We need to talk in this specific lecture mode. In today's data-driven world, the financial industry is continuously exploring innovative ways to harness the power of big data to enhance the decision-making processes, particularly in the realm of risk management. With the exponential growth of data sources and the increasing complexities of financial markets, traditional risk management approaches are proving to be inadequate. So in response, banks and financial institutions are turning to big data analytics to gain a deeper insights into risk and improve regulatory compliance and fortify risk governance frameworks too. Okay, let's delve into the compelling case study that exemplifies the successful application of big data in risk management within the banking sector. The first case study, risk management in the banking sector. It's analyzing a successful applications of big data in risk management. And one prominent example of big data transforming risk management in banking is the utilization of advanced analytics techniques to assess the credit risk. Traditionally, we can say banks relied on a limited data sets and static model to evaluate the creditworthiness of borrowers. However, with the advent of big data technologies, financial institutions can now leverage the vast volume of structured and unstructured data from diverse sources such as transaction records, social media, and market data. So by employing machine learning algorithms and predictive analytics, banks they can analyze the historical transactions data to identify the patterns and detect anomalies indicative of potential credit defaults. So these sophisticated models it enable lenders to make a more accurate risk assessments, thereby minimizing credit losses and improving portfolio performance too. And furthermore, we can say big data analytics that facilitates a real-time monitoring of market conditions and macroeconomic indicators, that's allowing banks to promptly adjust risk mitigation strategies in response to emerging threats or opportunities. By harnessing the power of big data, financial institutions they can enhance their ability to anticipate and manage various types of risk, including a credit, market, and operational risk. Okay, the next will be on regulatory compliance and risk governance considerations. We need to talk some of the levels and points. In addition to enhancing risk assessment capabilities, big data it plays a pivotal role in regulatory compliance and risk governance within the banking sector. With the implementation of stringent regulatory frameworks such as Basel III and the Dodd-Frank Act, finance institutions are under increased pressure to demonstrate robust risk management practices and ensure a compliance with regulatory requirements. As well as big data analytics, it enables banks to aggregate and analyze vast volumes of data to monitor and report on key risk metrics in real time. By integrating disparate data sources and leveraging advanced analytics tools, banks they can enhance the transparency, accuracy, and timeliness in regulatory reporting, thereby mitigating compliance risk and avoiding regulatory penalties. Moreover, big data facilitates the implementation of comprehensive risk governance frameworks by providing stakeholders with actionable insights into risk exposure and control effectiveness. By establishing a data-driven risk culture, banks they can foster greater collaboration and alignment across the business units. It's enabling more informed decision making and proactive risk management too. So in a nutshell, we can say the case study highlights the transformative impact of big data on risk management within the banking sector. By harnessing advanced analytics and leveraging vast data sources, financial institutions they can enhance the risk assessment capabilities, improve regulatory compliance, and strengthen the risk governance frameworks, everything. As the financial landscape continues to evolve, the adoption of big data technologies that will be essential for banks to remain competitive and resilient in an increasingly complex and dynamic environment. So stay tuned for more insightful case studies that exploring the intersection of big data and finance, my dear students. Okay, the next is we need to talk about the case studies in big data for finance, that is customer segmentation and retail finance. We need to talk now. The realm of finance where understanding a consumer behavior is paramount. So big data analytics has emerged as a game changer. By delving deep into vast pools of data, financial institutions they can unlock valuable insights into customer preferences, behaviors, and needs. One such applications of big data analytics is customer segmentation, particularly in the retail finance sector, we can say. So in this type of case study, we will explore how big data transformed customer targeting strategies and evaluate its impact on sales and customer satisfaction. Okay. The first point we need to talk about examining how big data transformed customer targeting strategies. Traditionally, we can say customer segmentation in retail finance, it relied on a broad demographics and a basic transactional data. However, this approach it's often overlooked nuances in customer behavior and preferences. It's leading to generalized marketing strategies and suboptimal results too. So we need to enter a big data analytics, and by harnessing the power of advanced analytics tools and techniques, finance institutions they can now analyze the vast amounts, that is vast volumes of a structured and unstructured data in real time. For instance, we can say through the integration of a transactional data, social media activity, browsing history, and even sensor data from wearable devices, banks and retail finance companies can create a detailed profiles of individual customers. And these profiles go beyond a simple demographics to include insights into purchasing habits, lifestyle preferences, life events, and much more options are available. So armed with this rich data set, financial institutions they can segment customers into micro-targeted groups that's based on a shared characteristics and behaviors. Rather than treating all customers alike, personalized marketing campaigns, this process can be crafted to resonate with each segment's unique needs and preferences. Whether it's offering a tailored product recommendations, personalized promotions, or targeted messaging, big data it enables retail finance companies to engage with the customer on a more intimate level. Understand? So second point, we need to talk about the assessing the impact on a sales and the customer satisfaction. We have to talk some other discussion level. So the impact of leveraging big data for customer segmentation in retail finance that extends far beyond improved targeting strategies. It directly translates into tangible business outcomes by delivering personalized experiences and offers. Financial institutions they can drive a customer segment, loyalty, and ultimately we can say sales. Exactly. Like a various number of studies have shown that a personalized marketing campaigns that's result in significantly higher conversion rates that's compared to generic mass marketing efforts. When customers receive offers that align with their interests and needs, they are more likely to respond positively. It's leading to increased sales and revenue for the financial institution. Moreover, personalized experiences it foster a strong relationship that's between customers and their financial service providers. It's leading to higher levels of satisfaction and loyalty. So, by demonstrating a deep understanding of their customers' needs and preferences, finance institutions they can position themselves as a trusted advisors. It's enhancing a brand reputation and fostering a long-term customer relationships we can create. So in a nutshell, we can say the case study of a customer segmentation and retail finance that illustrates the transformative power of big data analytics in the financial sector. By moving beyond the traditional segmentation methods and leveraging the wealth of data at their disposal, finance institutions they can revolutionize their customer targeting strategies, driving sales and enhancing a customer satisfaction in the process. So a big data continues to evolve. We can say it's a potential to reshape the landscape of retail finance that remains immense, promising even greater opportunities for innovation and growth in the years to come, my dear students. Next part we need to discuss about the unveiling the power of big data in finance. What are the case studies in a fraud detection we need to talk now. In today's digital age, the finance industry that grapples with the omnipresent threat of fraud. As financial transactions become increasingly complex and connections, traditional methods of fraud detection it often fall short in safeguarding against sophisticated fraudulent activities. So we have to enter a big data analytics, and actually it's a game changer in the fight against financial fraud. And in this part of our case study series on big data in finance, we delve into real world examples of how big data is revolutionizing fraud detection in financial transactions. The case study third will be on fraud detection in financial transactions. We need to talk, that is real world examples of a fraud detection systems that utilizing a big data we need to talk now. In recent years, finance institutions have been leveraging big data analytics to fortify their fraud detection capabilities. One such example is the use of machine learning algorithms to analyze vast amounts of transactional data in real time. By identifying patterns and anomalies that's indicative of a fraudulent behavior, and these systems can flag a suspicious activities for further investigation. So we have to take the case of leading global bank that implemented a sophisticated fraud detection system that's powered by big data analytics. By integrating data from multiple sources such as transaction records, customer profiles, and external databases, the bank it was able to create a comprehensive view of each customer's financial behavior And machine learning models that are trained on this data continuously monitor transactions for irregularities. It's enabling the bank to swiftly identify and mitigate the fraudulent activities. And another compelling example, it comes from this insurance industry, where big data analytics is being utilized to combat insurance fraud. So insurers are employing advanced analytics techniques to scrutinize vast data sets. It's comprising policyholder information, claims history, and external data sources. So by applying predictive modeling and anomaly detection algorithms, insurers, they can detect a fraudulent claims with remarkable accuracy. It's saving billions of dollars annually. Understand? So another point we need to discuss about the evaluating the effectiveness and efficiency of fraud prevention measures. We need to talk some other levels, then we'll go for a conclusion mode. While adoption of a big data analytics holds immense promise for a fraud detection, and its effectiveness hinges on several factors, including a data quality, algorithm accuracy, and operational efficiency, everything. That's why the finance institutions must continue to evaluate and refine their fraud prevention measures to stay ahead of evolving threats. One crucial aspect of evaluating fraud prevention measures is assessing the false positive rate, and the rate at which legitimate transactions are mistakenly flagged as fraudulent. And high false positive rates not only inconvenience customers but also strain resources, as investigators must shift through a large number of false alerts. By fine-tuning algorithms and incorporating feedback mechanisms, organizations and businesses and financial institutions, they can minimize the false positives while maintaining a robust fraud detection capabilities. And furthermore, we can focus the scalability and agility of a fraud detection systems are paramount, given the dynamic nature of a financial fraud. As transaction volumes soar and fraud schemes evolve, organizations must ensure that their analytics infrastructure can scale seamlessly to accommodate growing data volumes and adapt quickly to emerging threats now. So in a final conclusion, we can focus big data analytics. It presents unparalleled opportunities for enhancing fraud detection and financial transactions. By harnessing the power of advanced analytics and machine learning, organizations, they can practically identify and mitigate fraudulent activities, safeguarding their assets and boosting customer trust. Everything we have to focus much more. However, success in fraud prevention, it requires a holistic approach that encompassing data integration, algorithmic refinement, and operational excellence. Everything we have to concentrate. As the finance industry continues to embrace the possibilities of big data, the fight against the financial fraud that enters a new era of innovation and resilience. Okay, stay tuned for more insights on the transformative role of big data and finance. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed another session of the topic of case studies in big data for finance. Thank you once again, and thank you all, my dear students. Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the another session. The topic name is Big Data in Marketing. We need to talk in this specific lecture module. So, unlocking the power of big data in marketing. What of the consumer behavior analysis? We have to talk in the specific lecture part. In the ever-evolving landscape of marketing, understanding a consumer behavior, it lies at the heart of crafting successful campaigns and strategies. With the advent of big data technologies, marketers now have access to unprecedented amounts of information. It's providing a valuable insights into consumer preferences and trends. Okay, let's delve into how big data is revolutionizing consumer behavior analysis and marketing. We need to talk now. Okay, the first point we have to discuss about the understanding consumer insights through big data. You know, the concepts gone are all the days when marketers relied solely on a traditional methods such as surveys and focus groups to understand a consumer behavior. Big data, it has opened up new avenues for gaining deep insights into consumer preferences and behaviors. By harnessing data from various sources such as social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and online transactions and the website interactions, like maybe the static or dynamic website. So marketers, they can paint a comprehensive picture of their target audience. They can focus. So analyzing this vast amount of data, it allows marketers to identify the patterns, trends, and the correlations that may have previously gone unnoticed. Okay, for instance, sentiment analysis of social media posts that can reveal how consumers feel about a particular product or brand in real time. By understanding these insights, marketers, they can tailor their messaging and offerings to better resonate with their audience. And moreover, big data, it enables marketers to create a detailed customer profiles, segmenting them based on demographics, behaviors, and preferences. The segmentation allows for a highly targeted marketing campaigns, it ensuring that the right message reaches the right audience at the right time. Second level, we need to talk about the predicting consumer preferences and the trends. We need to talk now. One of the most powerful capabilities of big data in marketing is its predictive analytics capabilities. Exactly. By analyzing historical data, marketers they can forecast the future consumer trends and preferences with a remarkable accuracy. So, the predictive analytics algorithms can identify the patterns and correlations within a data sets that's enabling marketers to anticipate changes in consumer behavior before they occur. For example, e-commerce platforms use a predictive analytics to recommend products to consumers that's based on their past purchases and browsing history. For example, we can say like Amazon, Flipkart, Subclose, and Alibaba. By analyzing millions of data points, these algorithms can predict which consumers or which products a consumer is likely to be interested in, thus improving the overall shopping experience and driving sales there. Furthermore, predictive analytics process it can help marketers identify the emerging trends and capitalize on them before their competitors. By monitoring social media conversations, search trends, and other relevant data sources, marketers they can spot early indicators of upcoming trends and adjust their strategies accordingly. In a conclusion, we can say big data has revolutionized consumer behavior analysis and marketing that's empowering marketers with unparalleled insights and predictive capabilities. By understanding consumer insights through big data and predicting consumer preference and trends, marketers they can stay ahead of the curve and deliver more personalized and impactful campaigns. So, as big data continues to evolve, its role in shaping the future of marketing that will only become a more significant level. Understand? Okay, the next part we need to talk about the unlocking marketing potential with the big data. That's a campaign optimization we need to talk now. So in the dynamic world of marketing, staying out of the curve is a very crucial part. With the advent of big data, marketers now have a powerful tool at their disposal to not just to keep up, but to thrive in an increasingly competitive landscape. And one of the key areas where big data is revolutionizing marketing is in campaign optimization. Okay, let's delve into how big data is transforming marketing campaign optimization, starting from the leveraging data for targeted marketing campaigns. Like not all the days of one size fits all marketing strategies. Exactly. With the big data analytics, marketers can now harness the vast amounts of data to craft highly targeted and personalized campaigns. By analyzing demographic data, consumer behavior patterns, and preferences, marketers they can segment their audience into distinct groups with a specific interest and needs. For instance, a retail company can use a big data analytics to identify the customers who have previously purchased the similar products and then tailor marketing messages specifically to them as a tool. This level of personalization not only enhances the customer experience but also significantly increases the chances of conversion. Moreover, big data it enables marketers to tap into real-time data streams from various sources, such as social media, website interactions, and purchase history. Everything we can concentrate. This allows them to adapt their campaigns on the fly, ensuring relevance and timeliness. Second point, we need to talk about the analyzing campaign performance metrics. In the past, measuring the success of marketing campaigns was often a challenging and time-consuming process. However, big data has transformed this aspect of marketing as well. With advanced analytics tools, marketers can now track a wide range of performance metrics in real time. It's providing a valuable insights into the effectiveness of their campaigns too. Starting from click-through rates and conversion rates to consumer engagement and return on investment, big data analytics it allows marketers to gain a comprehensive understanding of how their campaigns are performing across various channels and touch points. Furthermore, big data analytics can uncover hidden patterns and correlations within the data. It's enabling marketers to optimize their campaigns for better results we can get. For example, by analyzing which channels or messaging resonates most with their target audience, marketers they can allocate resources more effectively and maximize their return on investment, that is ROI. So in a nutshell, we can say big data is revolutionizing marketing campaign optimization by enabling marketers to create a highly targeted and personalized campaigns, and by providing a valuable insights into campaign performance metrics. By leveraging the power of big data analytics, marketers they can stay out of the competition and drive a greater success in today's fast-paced digital landscape. Understand? Okay, the next part we need to talk about the unlocking marketing potential. What are the social media analytics we need to talk now? So in today's digital age, we can say the power of social media in shaping consumer behavior and influencing brand perception that cannot be overstated. With the advent of big data technologies, marketers now have a treasure trove of information at their fingertips. It's allowing them to delve deep into consumer insights and optimize their strategies like never before. And one of the most powerful tools in this arsenal is social media analytics, which enables businesses to extract invaluable insights from the vast sea of social media data. Okay, so what are the points we need to talk under the level? The first is very important: extracting insights from social media data. Actually, social media platforms have become virtual gold mines of consumer generated data. It's containing a wealth of information about preferences, behaviors, sentiments, and trends. However, the sheer volume of complexity of this data that can be overwhelming without the right analytical tool in place. This is where big data analytics comes into play. So by harnessing advanced analytics techniques such as natural language processing, sentiment analysis, and machine learning algorithms, marketers they can shift through a massive amounts of social media data to uncover actionable insights. They can track a brand mentions, monitor sentiments around the products or campaigns, identify the emerging trends, and even predict the consumer behavior with a high degree of accuracy, we can say now. For example, we can say a retail company can analyze the social media conversations to understand customer sentiments towards their products, identify the pinpoints or areas for development, and tailor their marketing strategies accordingly. Similarly, a hospitality brand they can track online reviews and social media feedback to enhance the guest experiences and address any issues promptly. So second point, we need to talk about the utilizing social media for brand management and customer engagement. We need to talk some other points. So beyond just extracting insights, we can say social media analytics it plays a crucial role in brand management and customer engagement. Understand? So by actively monitoring and participating in conversations on social media platforms, businesses they can build a stronger relationships with their audience, address customer concerns in real time, and foster the brand loyalty. For instance, we can say social listening tools it allow marketers to monitor mentions of their brand across various social media channels. By promptly responding to customer queries or complaints, brands they can demonstrate their commitment to customer satisfaction and turn negative experiences into positive ones. Moreover, by engaging with influencers and brand advocates, businesses can amplify their reach and drive brand advocacy among their target audience instead. Additionally, we can say social media analytics that can inform a content creation and marketing campaigns. It's enabling marketers to tailor their messaging to resonate with their audience effectively. By understanding the topics, themes, and formats that resonate most with the followers, brands they can create a compelling content that drives engagement and conversations and conversions too. In conclusion, we can say social media analytics it represents a game changer for marketers looking to unlock the full potential of a big data in their strategies. By leveraging the power of social media data, businesses they can gain a deeper insights into consumer behavior, enhance the brand management efforts, and drive a meaningful customer engagement. So in today's hyper-connected world, mastering social media analytics is no longer a luxury, but a necessity for staying in the competitive landscape of digital marketing. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed another session of the topic of big data in marketing. Thank you once again, and thank you, my dear students. Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the another session. The topic name is Case Studies in Big Data for Marketing. We need to talk in the specific lecture module. So, unlocking the power of personalized marketing, a big data case study in an e-commerce department. We need to discuss some of the levels and points now. So actually in today's digital landscape where data reigns supreme, like a personalized marketing has emerged as a game changer for businesses that's aiming to connect with their customers on a deeper level. So leveraging the vast amounts of data available, so companies can tailor their marketing strategies to individual preferences, interests, and behaviors, ultimately driving a higher engagement and conversion rates. So in this part of the lecture, we delve into the captivating case study that illustrates the transformative impact of a personalized marketing in e-commerce. That's highlighting successful implementations and analyzing a customer response and conversion rates. The first case study we need to talk about the personalized marketing in e-commerce. Okay, it's a very important level. Actually, our case study, it focuses on an e-commerce giant that is out to revolutionize its marketing approach by harnessing the power of big data analytics. The company, it's aimed to move beyond the traditional mass marketing strategies and techniques and instead they deliver highly targeted and personalized content to its customers. So what are the implementing personalized marketing strategies? Actually, the first step in this journey, it's involved collecting and analyzing vast amounts of customer data. By leveraging advanced analytics tools, the company was able to gather insights into individual preferences, purchase history, browsing behavior, and demographic information, everything. With this data in hand, the company developed sophisticated algorithms to segment customers into distinct groups. It's based on their preferences and behaviors. And these segments were often then used to create a personalized marketing campaigns that's tailored to the specific needs and interests of each group. So what are the points we need to talk under the level? Analyzing customer response is a very important process here. The results were nothing short of remarkable. So by delivering personalized content and others offers it to its customers, the company saw a significant increase in engagement metrics such as like click-through rates, CTR, that is click-through rates, time spent on site, and interactions with marketing materials. Moreover, we can say the personalized approach that's led to a substantial improvement in conversion rates, with the more customers making purchases and returning for a repeat business they can create. The company also observed a higher level of customer satisfaction and loyalty as customers appreciated the tailored experience and felt valued by the brand. So in a nutshell, we can say this case study, it serves as a testament to the transformative power of personalized marketing in the e-commerce space. By leveraging big data analytics to understand the customer preferences and behaviors, businesses can create a highly targeted and effective marketing campaigns that drive tangible results. So as we move forward in the era of data-driven marketing, it's very clear that the personalized approaches will continue to play a crucial role in shaping and helping businesses stand out in a crowded marketplace and forge meaningful connections with their customers there. So just to stay tuned for more captivating case studies and insights into the world of big data for marketing. Okay, the next part we need to talk about the case studies in big data for marketing, that is unveiling the power of social media influence. We need to talk some other levels and points. The realm of marketing where perception can make or break a brand. The advent of big data analytics has connected in the new era of understanding and leveraging consumer behavior. Among the myriad of facets of this transformation, the influence of social media, it stands out of prominently. Okay, let's delve into the case study that illuminates the impact of big data analytics on brand perception through social media channels. According to the case study 2, that is a social media influence on a brand perception. Okay, in today's digital age, we can say social media platform, it is served as connecting hubs of consumer interaction and opinion sharing and brand management. For marketers, this presents both a challenge and an opportunity. Understanding how brand perception is shaped on social media and harnessing the power of big data analytics to drive a marketing strategy, and this process can lead to significant gains in brand equity and consumer loyalty. Okay, investing how big data analytics shape the brand perception on social media platforms, we can concentrate, and we need to talk some of the levels and discussion now. We have to consider the scenario where a renowned consumer goods company witnessed a sudden decline in brand sentiment across various social media platforms. For example, we can say that's concerned about the potential impact on a sales and a brand reputation. So the company turned to big data analytics to decipher the underlying causes and devise effective countermeasures. Utilize advanced sentiment analysis algorithms, the company shifted through vast amounts of social media data to identify the key themes, trends, and sentiment platforms associated with the discussions about their brand. By analyzing text, images, and even emojis, the company gained valuable insights into consumer perceptions, preferences, and pain points. So through this process, we can say the company discovered that a recent product innovation had generated mixed reviews, with some consumers expressing dissatisfaction with certain features Additionally, negative sentiment, it seemed to be amplified by misinformation and rumors that circulating on a social media. So armed with these insights, the company swiftly launched targeted communication campaigns to address consumer concerns, clarify misconceptions, and highlight the positive aspects of their products. They also leveraged influence partnerships to amplify the positive brand narratives and foster authentic engagement with their target audience. And over time, we can say the company observed a significant turnaround in brand sentiment, with the positive mentions outnumbering negative ones across the social media platforms. And this not only restored the customer confidence, but also contributes to increased brand loyalty and advocacy. Okay. The next level, we need to talk about the strategies for harnessing social media data for marketing success. Actually, the success story of the consumer goods company underscores the importance of leveraging big data analytics to navigate the complex landscape of social media influence. Here are some strategies for marketers looking to harness the power of social media data for marketing success. The first point, that is real-time monitoring and analysis. So just to implement robust monitoring tools to track a brand mentions, sentiment, and trends in real time across various social media platforms. This enables proactive interventions and a timely response to emerging issues or opportunities. Second point, we have to talk about the segmentation and personalization. It's also very important level. So we need to utilize the data-driven segmentation techniques to tailor marketing messages and offers to specific audience segments. It's based on their preferences, behaviors, and interest. Because personalized communication, it fosters the deeper engagement and strengthens the brand consumer relationships instead. The third will be an influencer collaboration. So identify and collaborate with influencers who align with the brand values and resonate with your target audience. And influencer partnerships, it can amplify the brand messaging, drive awareness, and enhance credibility through authentic advocacy. The fourth is the content optimization. So leverage social media data to optimize content strategy, including the type of content, the timing of a post, and engagement tactics, everything. It's analyze the performance metrics to identify the high performing content and refine a future campaigns for maximum impact we can create. Fifth and final point, that is a continuous learning and adaptation. So embrace a culture of continuous learning and adaptation, leveraging insights from social media analytics to refine a marketing strategies iteratively, just to stay agile and responsive to evolving consumer preferences and market dynamics now. So in a nutshell, we can say the integration of a big data analytics with the social media marketing has revolutionized the way that brands understand, engage with, and influence consumers. By harnessing the power of social media data, marketers, they can unlock a valuable insights, drive a meaningful interactions, and ultimately they shape a positive brand perception in the digital age instead. Okay, the next and final content of the specific lecture part, we need to talk about uniting data streams. What are the case studies in a cross-channel marketing integration we need to talk now? The realm of a modern marketing, the convergence of big data and cross-channel strategies has revolutionized how brands engage with the consumers. Leveraging insights from diverse data sources, marketers, they can now orchestrate seamless, personalized experiences across multiple touchpoints. So in this case study exploration, we delve into real-world examples where cross-channel marketing integration that's powered by big data has redefined a brand cohesion and elevated customer experience, we can say now. According to the case study 3, that is a cross-channel marketing integration, what are the real-world examples of integrated marketing campaigns that's utilizing big data insights we need to talk? The first example, that is retail reinvention. Okay, it's a very important example. A leading retail chain sought to revitalize its customer engagement strategies amidst rising competition and evolving consumer preferences. By harnessing big data analytics, the brand integrated consumer data from online interactions, in-store purchases, and loyalty programs. This holistic view, it's enabled targeted campaigns that are tailored to individual preferences and behaviors. So through predictive analytics, the retailer identify the patterns in customer purchasing journeys, enabling personalized recommendations both online and in-store. By synchronizing email, customer size of social media platforms, and in-store promotions, the brand delivered cohesive messaging across channels that's driving engagement and the sales we can create. Okay, second example, that is travel transformation. In the travel industry, a global hospitality company that's embarked on a journey to enhance the guest experiences and loyalty by integrating data from booking platforms, guest feedback, and social media, the brand gained insights into traveler preferences and sentiment. So, armed with these insights, the company implemented personalized marketing campaigns across channels, from email offers to for social media interactions and targeted ads, by tailoring recommendations based on past behaviors and preferences too. So the brand fostered deeper connections with the guest, resulting in increased loyalty and positive word of mouth we can create. So what about the process of evaluating the impact on a brand cohesion and the customer experience? We can talk now. In both examples, the integration of a big data into cross-channel marketing strategies that's yielded significant benefits for a brand cohesion and the customer experience. The first point we need to talk about, consistent messaging is a very important level. By synchronizing messaging across channels, brands that deliver a unified brand experience, reinforcing key brand values and offerings regardless of the touch point. Second, we've done a personalization at scale. So big data insights that empowered marketers to deliver personalized experiences at scale, fostering deeper connections with the consumers and driving engagement and loyalty. The third point, that is optimized campaign performance. So through a data-driven decision making, marketers could refine and optimize campaigns in real time. That's maximizing impact on return on investment, that is ROI. Fourth will be an enhanced customer journey. So by understanding and anticipating customer needs, brands they can create a seamless customer journeys that guided consumers from discovery to conversion and beyond. It's enhancing satisfaction and retention mode. Finally, we've been iterative improvement. The iterative nature of data-driven marketing, the process it allowed brands to continuously refine strategies. It's based on a performance metrics and consumer feedback. It's ensuring ongoing relevance and effectiveness, we can say now. So in a conclusion, the integration of a big data into cross-channel marketing, it represents a paradigm shift in how brands that engage with the consumers. By leveraging insights from diverse data sources, marketers they can deliver seamless, personalized experiences that foster deeper connections and drive business growth. So as technology continues to evolve, embracing data-driven insights and strategies that will be very crucial for brands seeking to thrive in an increasingly competitive landscape. So stay tuned for more insights and case studies on the transformative power of big data and marketing. Until next time, happy marketing. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed the another session of the topic of case studies in big data for marketing. Thank you once again, and thank you all my dear students. Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the another session. The topic name is capstone project that's applying for big data concepts we need to talk now. So unlocking the power of data, a comprehensive discussion to project planning and data analysis. We need to talk some of the levels and points now. So in today's data-driven world, businesses and organizations are increasingly turning to data analysis to drive a decision making and gain a valuable insights. However, before diving into data analysis, it's a very crucial to lay a strong foundation through effective project planning and meticulous data preparation. This part of the lecture, we will explore the key steps that's involved in project planning, data collection, and analysis that's equipping you with the knowledge to unlock the full potential of your data. The first step, we need to talk about the project planning and the scope definition. That's defining a project objectives and the deliverables. We have to talk now. Every successful data analysis that a project begins with a clear understanding of its objectives and expected deliverables. Whether it's improving operational efficiency, optimizing marketing strategies, or enhancing a customer experience. So defining a precise goals is very essential for guiding the analysis process. So by establishing SMART goals, that is a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objectives, stakeholders they can align their expectations and ensure that the analysis efforts are focused on delivering tangible outcomes. So according to the identifying data sources and analytical techniques, we need to talk. This is the second level. So once the project objectives are defined, the next step is to identify the relevant data sources and analytical techniques necessary to achieve those objectives. This involves assessing the availability of data within the organization or on sourcing external data sources if needed. Moreover, selecting the appropriate analytical techniques, whether traditional statistical methods or advanced machine learning algorithms, That depends on the nature of the problem and the type of insights out. So collaborating with the data scientists and the subject matter experts, they can help in making informed decisions that's regarding the choice of analytical approaches. The second point, we need to talk about the data collection and the preparation. So starting level, that's gathering and cleaning data for analysis. Data collection, it involves acquiring, extracting and consolidating data from various sources, including databases, APIs, spreadsheets and external sources. However, raw data is often messy and unstructured, containing errors, inconsistencies and missing values. So data cleaning is a very critical step that involves identifying and rectifying these issues to ensure the accuracy and the reliability of the analysis. And the techniques such as data imputation, outlier detection and standardization, these are all common employed to clean and prepare the data for analysis. Second is ensuring a data quality and integrity. So maintaining data quality and integrity throughout the analysis process is paramount to obtaining a trustworthy insights. This requires implementing data validation checks, documenting data transformation steps, and establishing data governance policies too. By adhering to best practices for data management and quality assurance, organizations they can minimize the risk of making decisions it's based on a flawed or incomplete data, thus increasing the reliability of their analysis outcomes. The third level, that is data analysis and interpretation. So starting from applying statistical methods and machine learning algorithms, we need to talk. With a clean and well-prepared data at hand, analysts they can now proceed to apply a range of statistical methods and machine learning algorithms to extract meaningful patterns and relationships from the data, from a descriptive statistics and hypothesis testing to regression analysis and clustering techniques. The choice of analytical methods that depends on the specific goals of the analysis and the nature of the data. So machine learning algorithms, including classification, regression, and clustering algorithms, it offers advanced approaches, that's advanced capabilities for predictive modeling and pattern recognition. It's enabling organizations to uncover hidden insights and make a data-driven predictions too. And final level, that is interpreting results and drawing insights. The final stage of the data analysis process, it involves interpreting the results that's obtained from the analytical models and drawing actionable insights to inform a decision making. So visualizing techniques such as charts, graphs and dashboards, it play a crucial role in presenting the findings in a very clear and intuitive manner. Moreover, effective communication of the insights to stakeholders is very essential for driving organizational change and realizing the full value of the analysis. By translating complex technical findings into actionable recommendations, data analysts they empower decision makers to make informed choices and drive a business success too. So in conclusion, we can say project planning and data analysis are integral components of any successful data-driven initiatives. By following the systematic approach outlined in this specific lecture mode, organizations can harness the power of data to gain a valuable insights, optimize operations, and drive innovation. Remember that the journey from raw data to actionable insights, it begins with the careful planning and ends with informed decision making. So stay tuned for more insights and recommendations on mastering the art of data analysis. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed another session of the topic of capstone project that's applying a big data concepts. Thank you once again, and thank you all my dear students.